Circle Investors LLC. Over the last, I believe, 2 years, we've been working with Lebanon County Planning and the Bethel Township Board of Supervisors to obtain preliminary plan approval of a 173 single-family home development on the north side of Monroe Valley Golf Course. It's partially in Swatara Township, partially in Bethel Township. Because Swatara Township has not adopted a subdivision land development ordinance, the Lebanon County Planning Department is the planning agency under the Pennsylvania Municipalities Planning Code that would provide the approvals of a preliminary and final land development and subdivision plan. Due to the MPC's requirements in 508 that construction be completed within 5 years in order to be protected from changes in the ordinance, a phasing schedule, which is permitted by that section of the MPC, was placed on the plan. And then after we got preliminary plan approval from both the Lebanon County Planning Department and the Bethel Township Board of Supervisors, and that occurred this summer, we reviewed that phasing schedule and realized that it's just unrealistic given the current market conditions. There is a procedure for amending the phasing schedule, and that is also in Section 508 of the MPC, and that requires the approval of the governing body, not just the planning agency. Again, because Swatara Township has not adopted a subdivision and land development ordinance, the governing body for the Swatara Township portion would be this County Commissioners Board. So I provided a letter to Jamie addressed to the County Commissioners outlining the issue here, and Lebanon County Planning Department has recommended approval of the amended phasing schedule. And Chris Troop's with me if you have any questions regarding the Lebanon County Planning recommendation for approval.
Go ahead.
It goes from what to what? When you're saying you're amending it, I don't know anything about what you're...
The phasing schedule is right here on the plan, and I'll show you that. Currently, the phasing schedule would require final plan submissions for Phase 1, which is approximately a quarter of the lots, by the fall of 2009. We've already passed that. Phase 2 by the fall of 2010. Phase 3 by fall of 2011, Phase 4 by the fall of 2012. And our requested revision to the phasing schedule is contained within the letter that we originally sent to Lebanon County Planning Department, and is also contained within its approval letter, and that's right here. The lot numbers remain the same, however, the dates get extended out to 2012, 2015, 2017, and 2019.
So everything is the same except the years?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And this is merely to provide protections under Section 508 of the Municipalities Planning Code.
Well, years only went out to 2000.
In some cases, planning just signs off. They don't even.
They generally do.
They don't even need our. The wording there requires us.
Yeah, the reason for this request, and it's unusual for county commissioners to be involved in the in land development projects. The reason for this is a careful reading of the MPC shows that in many sections it says governing body or planning agency may approve a plan. This subsection in 508 subsection 4 little Roman numeral 5 says that any modification to a phasing schedule shall be subject to approval of the governing body in its discretion, and it doesn't have the or planning agency, whereas maybe it was a mistake made by the legislature, I don't know, but that's what it says. That's why I'm before you today.
Have we ever signed off on anything, Chris, without coming to the commissioners?
To the best of my knowledge, this would be the first amendment to a phasing schedule that we've done in the 13 years that I've been a part of the planning department.
Have we ever signed off on this before? Has planning ever signed off instead of coming to the commissioners before on
For a
that subsection?
For
For the
a
extension,
modification of
yeah.
the phasing schedule, no.
No, that's what I was asking.
No, this is a very rare instance where somebody wants to modify their phasing schedule. I don't know that we've had this request in recent history.
And you are in full support of what he's proposing?
Based on the development site and the current residential real estate market, I think his request is both justified and reasonable, yes.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered.
Thank you very much.
Could I-
Question, how many acres did you say?
I didn't say the acreage, it's on the plan. It's 173 lots, total site is 49.88 acres. And it's approximately 90 acres.
But then it's on the south side of the golf course, not the north side.
It would
Correct,
be on
it's
the
on
south
south
side.
side of the golf course, north side of the mountain.
Well, that's why I asked.
Did I understand you to say that the law, the code is written, gives you a 5-year phasing in plan?
It'll go to 19, it's longer.
Well, no, not the amended, but
Unless
originally.
a phasing schedule is part of the preliminary plan. A developer is not protected against changes in subdivision, land development, and zoning ordinances after 5 years from the date of approval of the preliminary plan. If there's a phasing schedule attached to the approved preliminary plan, then the developer has 3 years from the date of approval of the last phase's final plan approval.
Well,
In order to be,
implement it.
in order to be protected from any changes to ordinances.
When did that clock start ticking for this project? The
Was it in
preliminary-
July?
July,
When? Okay.
yeah.